So that is a wonderful question. And it is a question that I actually recently spoke to someone about. So, with all of my experience in public relations, and when I say that I worked in human resources, I was on the good side of human resources. I wasn't on the policy side, I was on the people side. So, I dealt with all things employee and leaders, right? So it meant that talent development and performance management, training, DEI, which is a buzzword today, but I worked in all of that. Every skill, every competency that I picked up and learned over my entire tenure, I'm able to transfer into what I do today. And I didn't recognize that initially. And then one day when because I do research on everything and I'm always going to take training and learn. And even though I had, when I was at Tennessee State, my minor was theater. And even though I had been in that space before, it had been a long time, right? So I enrolled myself into some acting classes and things like that. But then I started looking, hey, wait a minute. Yeah, I can transfer this set of skills that I learned when I was doing that, or, or actually leaning back on some skills and utilizing them in the moment. And so that's really important. And I think if people, regardless if you're trying to make a transition from one industry to the next or a total career change, you can leverage all of the skills that you've learned throughout your life, really, and you could leverage them in what you want to do today. Because really it's a buildup. It's a buildup to what you're supposed to be doing now.
Absolutely. It definitely is. Using your past experiences, your career path, your job. Like if you have a goal to be an entrepreneur, if you have a goal to pursue a creative venture, or produce something, create something that is outside of your corporate career path. What she's saying is you can still use your experience in your corporate career path in jobs that you've had in the past, even if it wasn't a high profile job, even if it was a lower level, line level job, hourly job. There's something of value that you can get and
Absolutely.
that you can take from those experiences to utilize to push for yourself, for your dreams, for things that you want to do. And I think that's important to realize and recognize, and not so that when you go clock into that job, or even if you don't clock in, you just show up because you're a manager, what have you. When you show up on that job, as challenging as it might be, as frustrating as it might be at times, sometimes you don't even feel like going there and putting forth those 8 to 10 hours for that person, for that individual, for that company, even
Hmm.
for the dollar amount you might be paid. It might be like, I don't feel like doing this today, right? But realizing that if you have a goal beyond that job, you can utilize the experience from that job to help train you or prepare you for what you want to do outside,
Yes.
and use that job as a stepping stone to get to where you want to go, as opposed to it being a roadblock to where you want to go.
Absolutely true.